So welcome to the Dirt Church, everybody. I didn't say that when we started. Welcome to the Dirt Church. It's your first time. I'm so glad y'all came out. I promised y'all an incredible show, and I will give y'all an incredible show.
Standing on the ledge, wondering if 40 stories is enough to kill me. Don't know if my woman would spit on my grave or be so overwhelmed with grief that she just want to jump into the coffin with me. So I'm praying, Lord, forgive me. Forgive me for the 40 souls I placed into a stranglehold, but I'm older now, trying to change my sentence of eternity in hell with no possibility for parole, but it's 40 stories straight down. It's 40 dead-end stories, and each one is harder to relate. Stories of women whose bodies are treated delicately, but whose hearts I berate. It's 40 stories straight down to the concrete where I can finally get some sleep. It's 40 stories dating. Back to when I was 14. In love with this beautiful brown beauty queen with skin that smelled like cocoa butter and a voice like nothing I was used to and eyes so deep you saw into the future. And I'm wanting to apologize for my wandering eyes. I'm wanting to apologize for the hard times. I'm wanting to apologize for my low tolerance for temptation. But instead I'm 40 love stories up and I'm just waiting. I'm just praying. 40 stories with nothing but gravity between me and reality. Perhaps you've been here before. Perhaps you've seen the world from this perspective. Perhaps you've gazed down to the unsuspecting. Perhaps you even walked down the aisle, only wish you could retrace your steps. Perhaps you believed in love, threw caution to the wind, only to have your heart broken to begin your trek up these 40 stories again. Up here above it all, feeling untouchable, feeling unlovable. Up here your fear being pushed as you so paranoid, you trust no one. You left your trust around the 25th floor. It was just too heavy for you to hold, and you left your ability to love unconditionally around the same place that you left your soul. So now you're just standing here with nothing but the baggage you refuse to release. The same baggage that prevents your peace. It's 40 stories with those who truly love you safely down on the ground floor. So no matter how much wealth you accumulate this lifetime, emotionally, you will always be poor. And I'm standing here, my arms spread wide. I'm trying to find some kind of balance before I die. I'm wondering if I can fly. I'm wondering if happiness will always be one floor outside of my reach, and just as I get ready to take the leap, she's standing here 40 stories with me. She reaches out her hand and we take the leap together, falling through the insecurity, falling through the doubt, falling through past relationship hells, finally understanding that people never change for people. People change for themselves. Falling through the insecurity, falling into love that is true, and falling safely into the hands of the Almighty God when I finally conjure up the courage to say, I do, but I've always been unlucky in love. So I've oftentimes found myself inside the embrace of a woman with whom I have nothing in common, because for those few hours I can forget about my problems. It's similar to a drunken binge of a fine alcohol. And it's no one's fault but mine. I can freely admit that most of my problems stem from my inability to commit. My inability to tear down my walls brick by brick. My inability to feel. Because it's hard for me not to protect myself if I can't righteously believe that she will. It's the ultimate catch-22. You see, in order to truly be in love, you have to first allow someone to love you. And to me, that seems impossible, especially in an age when love seems to fade like the morning mist on a clear summer's day. When it's good, it's great. But the second we come across some hard times, you start peeking over the fence to see if the grass is truly greener on the other side. And I would rather die alone than to live a lie. And dying alone is the course I'm on. Ain't no detours or U-turns. You live and you learn that you might never find your better half if you can't make yourself whole. You see, contrary to popular belief, can't nobody complete you. That's a myth, formulated by some poet's pen. The truth of the matter is you have to already be complete before the relationship even begins. And here I stand. Here I stand, just pieces of a man caught in between who I want to be and who I am, constantly hurting. A fortune teller once told me that animals and babies will always love you because you have a good soul, but you're not a good person. And I've spent my life proving her right. My ex-girlfriend told me that I don't truly want to be happy because I'm afraid that I would lose my muse. Rather be dejected and confused than to have a woman who could massage away my blues, and I've spent my life proving her right. My mother told me that patience is not one of my family's virtues, so the second that a woman begins to egg me on, I'm gone. And I've spent my life proving her right, but just one time I'd like to prove somebody wrong. See, I know no one's perfect. And the truth of the matter is, like anyone in here, I would love to be in love. But there's a possibility that some of us don't deserve it. So I want to write the beautiful for you. Speak the magnificent into existence. Put my whole heart in it until it's moist and marvelous and benevolent and beautiful, and Lord knows I feel like it's my duty to write until the pen bleeds for you. Write until the earth shakes and the paper steams for you. God made the heaven, the earth, the stars, the moon, and the trees for you, but I'm just a man, and all I got are these words for you, and I want to write the beautiful. And looking at you now, I believe that it's possible to write the beautiful, so welcome to the Dirt Church. Second service. CDs and DVDs are available.